Check. San Diego State women's lacrosse field. Today's, this evening's Division One women's lacrosse matchup between the Dragons of Drexel and your San Diego State Aztecs. We have an absolutely beautiful California spring afternoon here, summer-like. In fact, 80 degrees, light wind, and blue skies. The Dragons coming in from Philadelphia Monday after a super exciting Sunday afternoon matchup against the Florida Gators, where they found themselves trailing at one point 8-1 and came all the way back in the second half, scored 7 or 8 goals in a row, and took a 9-8 lead into the final couple minutes of the game, only to come up short against the number 13th ranked team in the country, the Florida Gators. Drexel demonstrated their skill and their capability in that second half and are getting votes in the national rankings in the polls this week. It's Coach Kim Hiller's first year with the program, and she has to be pleased with the way her team responded after falling down early to the Florida Gators on Sunday, as I mentioned. The Aztecs, on the other hand, are in the midst of a 5-game homestand. They opened that homestand against the number 9 ranked Princeton Tigers over a week and a half ago in an extremely high-scoring matchup where the Aztecs stood with the Tigers pretty much for the first 2.5 quarters in a tight matchup that then saw Princeton eventually pull ahead 27-18. The Aztecs then returned to action a couple days later. Marquette was in town, and the Aztecs put 18 goals again on the board and came away with an 18-12 win. We're ready for the opening draw of the game. It'll be number 18, Kaylin Young in black, facing off against number 15, Cecil. We're almost ready. Sticks are being adjusted. Final instructions by our referee. She backs out, and here we go. Ball's in the air. Looks like Drexel will be first. They are. It's number 2, Claire Jarema, with the draw control. She moves the ball to number 11. That's Carson Harris, who is stick checked inside the 8. That's a caused turnover for the Aztecs. Sam Haran comes up with another ground ball. I'll get to her stats here in a minute at a break. That leaves Shelby Hook with the ball along the sideline to do the rest. Get the ball to safety on the clear. Move the ball to X to Brooke Waddell. Cross the middle. Julia Lydell to Kaylin Young. She shoots wide. It is backed up by number 27, Brooke Waddell. Deanna Balsama coming streaking down the middle. She shoots and scores. She finds the 5-hole. Deanna Balsama puts her first goal on the game on the board. That's a minute into the game. Might not have been able to hear that from the PA announcer. That is her 37th goal of the year. That all started on a nice defensive stick check inside the 8 on a very, very strong Carson Harris. We'll get to her stats here in a minute, but we're back at the draw circle as well. It'll be Young facing off against Cecil again. Brown and Bednarik dueling it out on the circle, and it'll be Bednarik again with the draw control. She had the first draw control as well. That'll be number 12, Haley Simpson with the ball as Drexel moves the ball around the 12. Back to Simpson. She is guarded by number 18, Kaylin Young. 5, Colleen Grady with the ball, looking for some room, and it looks like maybe SDSU got caught there in 3 seconds. They did. That'll be against number 18, Kaylin Young. They'll clear out the 8, and it'll be a free position 8-meter shot here for number 5. She shoots and scores. Number 5, Colleen Grady. Grad school attacker from Glen Ridge, New Jersey. For Grady, that's her 14th goal of the season. Again, that'll be on the free position 8-meter that came off of a 3-second violation. So I'm sure Coach White would prefer not to see the Dragons lining up for 8 meters on 3-second calls or free positions, but Drexel's moving the ball fast around the 12, and SDSU just needs to be a bit quicker with their slides and their footwork there to make sure they're not getting caught there again on 3 seconds. Back at the draw circle. Again, it's Young dueling it out against Cecil. Ball is way up high this time. It's loose. It looks like it'll be Bednarik again. That's 3 in a row for her. So Drexel starts the game super strong on the draw control. We do have a stick check there by Bailey Brown, and then Drexel is called for an empty stick check. Brown gets the ball back. She releases it downfield. O'Donnell with the ball over to Balsama. She shoots. That's a great save, it looks like, by the Drexel goalie. The ball kind of scooted off of her stick or midsection, somehow landed in the back of the net or the side of the net. Interesting spin on the ball there, and Drexel's goalie comes up with a big save early on. That's Bednarik again doing a lot of the hard work in the midfield for the Dragons. Simpson flips it to Lucy Schneiderith. Moves it around. That's Jerema with the ball. Back to Bednarik. Jerema. Simpson. Good patience here by the Drexel Dragons. They come in from the goal line extended. Nothing doing. Shelby Hook shuts that off. But here they come again on the crease roll. Shelby Hook is almost caught in shooting space. She gets out of it just in time, and the sudden movement causes Drexel to drop the ball. That's Maggie Marion with the ground ball. She hits Lytle in stride, who is streaking down the middle of the field. Lytle at the 30. She hits Balsama. She puts a move on. She is checked. The ball is loose again. Ball comes out. Delayed foul called. Drexel maintains possession. Into the safe stick of number 10, Zoe Bennett. That's Bale McHugh with the clear. She hits Alex Wall. Back to Schneiderith. Right around to Bednarik. Eventually comes back to Schneiderith there on the top. That's Carson Harris again, and we mentioned her early. She comes in on a drive. She scoots through the defense. Does get the shot off. It's just wide. Drexel backing up. It'll be their ball. Back to the top. It's number 20, Allison Drake with a nifty dodge move there. She's all the way in. Initially, it looks like we had a check in the sphere. She was allowed to continue. The yellow flag went up in the air. And then there was a push on the shot, which affected the shot. She'll get the ball back on that second hash for a free position 8-meter here. She streaks in, she shots. The ball looks like it just slips out of her stick and flies over the top of the net. But again, it's backed up nicely by number 5, Colleen Grady. That's Ben Narek again with the ball. She's had a lot of possession time. She scoots in, she shoots. And there's a great save made by Sam Haran. Ben Narek in tight. Was not able to find the back of the net as Haran was up to the task there. She clears it to a wide open Courtney Robinson. To Nichols. Jubb. O'Donnell gets it right before it goes over the sideline there. She juggled for a second, had the fortitude and the sense to get the ball back before it trickled over the sideline there to keep possession for the Aztecs. That's Waddell behind the goal at X. She hits, that's Brown on the right wing. Balsama again on the left wing. She comes streaking in. She shoots. It's high. Waddell's backing up. She picks it up. Wide open is Kaylin Young, who shoots high over the net. Again, SDSU's backing up. They got 30 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes O'Donnell. There is a spin move at the crease. And a goal by Cam O'Donnell. Cam O'Donnell continues her scoring streak here. Number 21 for O'Donnell in the season, junior attacker from Poway, California. She put up 7 against Marquette last Tuesday. Tied for the second most goals in Aztec history, actually. O'Donnell really started to get hot this season against Oregon. She had 8 ground balls in that game on Feb 27th, and she stayed hot. She's clicking on all aspects of her attacking game and really helping the Aztecs put some goals on the board this season. We got a little bit of a change here on this upcoming draw. It looks like we now have Courtney Robinson and Balsama on the circle for the Aztecs. Bailey Brown moves to the center to take the draw. It'll still be up against number 15, Cecil. And same result there, right into Ben Narek's cross. That's 4 in a row for 4 draw wins in a row, I should say, in a row for Drexel. Certainly helping them, but there's a scrum for the ball. Nichols hustles towards the sideline, makes a stick check, and picks the ball up quickly before it goes out of bounds. Back to Haran for the clear. She patiently looks. It's a high, lofting pass to Young over the middle. It's too high for Robinson, but Brown is there to pick up the junk. And over to O'Donnell, who's coming in on the wing. Now she hits Brown. That's Lytle, excuse me. She hit Lytle at the 12. She pump faked. That's Simpson, who is getting called for shooting space. She couldn't get out of the way in time. And Lytle will have an 8-meter free position here from first hash. She runs in, she shoots, and she scores! Lytle goes top corner. Top left corner, if you're the goalie there. Julia Lytle with the 8-meter goal. And we've got a timeout here by the Drexel Dragons. So you heard that, maybe not from the PA announcer again. That's Lytle's first goal of the game. That'll be for Julia Lytle, her 10th goal of the season. Be unassisted on the 8-meter free position. Drexel coming in 4-4 on the year. Dragons, they have lost 3 of their last 4. But again, probably played one of their best halves of the year against the Florida Gators on Sunday afternoon. certainly put a lot of fear into the number 13th ranked team in the country, coming back down from 8-1 and almost walking off of their own home field there with the victory. Drexel had a great season last year, 13-3, made the NCAA tournament for the first time, where they lost to Rutgers. And they're picked to finish second in the CAA this year. Probably have an exciting weekend of lacrosse down here at SDSU as well. Drexel will stay in town and will play against the Pioneers. The Denver Pioneers come to town to play a neutral site game here against Drexel right here at San Diego State on Friday. That'll be followed up on Sunday afternoon. The Pioneers will stay to finish their spring break trip with a game against the Aztecs. So on Friday, I'm sure the Aztecs team members will be out here watching that game closely, and it'll be an exciting weekend of lacrosse again here at San Diego State. Kaylin Young back on the draw. She's got Brown and Balsama, a lot of green in front of Drexel, and they do push the ball that way. And it'll be a self-draw for Simpson. Excuse me, for Cecil. Number 15, Cecil. Kind of strange here to see the score, Aztecs leading 3-1, knowing that, haven't checked the official stats, but feels like it's 5-0 on the draw control in favor of Drexel. So I'm sure they want to settle the ball down, get a good possession here. That's why they called the timeout. See if they can close the gap here in the game to 1. Number 7, wide open in the middle of the field. That's Alex Wall. Colleen Grady tried to get to it to her, but Shelby Hook was able to deflect it. That's Ben Narek behind the goal. She throws it in front to number 20, who shoots. It's off the post. Off the post, so goalie's best friend there, Sam Haran, will thank her right post after the game or on the next chance she gets, I'm sure. Sam Haran walks the ball up to, we're at the 25 now. She does hit Annie Jubb. Nice little pass to Maggie Marion, and Maggie Marion will do the rest on the clear. Brooke Waddell runs the ball to X. That's O'Donnell. Right in the middle, 2! That looks like Lytle again. So, nice transition there by the Aztecs. That's the way they want to move the ball up the field. 2 quick passes. I thought it was Waddell on the assist, but it was Cam O'Donnell there behind the net at X with a nice little crisp touch pass to Lytle, who was streaking in from the 12, and she buried it for her second goal of the game. Getting some comments here on our social media that it's a little scratchy here, the broadcast. It's very windy up here on the sports deck. We'll try to keep it as consistent as possible. Maybe in between the first quarter, we'll see if we can make an adjustment. So stick with us here on our broadcast. Back at the circle. 4-1, Aztecs lead. 6:52 left in the first quarter. Ball is up. It looks like it's going to be Simpson again. Sorry, Cecil again. Keep confusing Cecil and Simpson. That's Simpson with the ball, number 12. Dragons move the ball to X. That's number 20, Allison Drake with the ball. Now we're back at top with Haley Simpson. She'll start the offense up. She goes against Lytle, throws it in low, back to 28. Schneidereth. Alex Wall Over to number 11. That's Carson Harris. I'm sure Drexel would like to see her heat up a little bit. Haley Simpson looks for an opening, gets it to number 5. Colleen Grady. She's checked by Hook. She's coming on a crease roll. Is 5. She hits Ben Derrick behind the goal. Looking for some space. Still 28 seconds here on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Drake with the ball. That's Grady coming around. Shot. Saved by Sam Horan. She saw it all the way. Long pass. Tries to hit Lytle in stride. Unfortunately for the Aztecs, picked off by number 29. Nice little play there by Maddie White. So a much needed turnover there for Drexel as they try to claw their way back into this one. Sure, Haran would like to have that one back. Aztecs like to go fast. That's part of the game plan. Badnarik with the ball. Hits Harris. Schneidereth. She's coming on the beautiful dodge and drive right down the left side of the scoring area. She beats number 8 there on a drive, and she is able to deposit the ball in the back of the net. I want to say that was Alex Wall, number 7, with the goal. Doing the best we can up here. As we said, it's a bit windy up here in the sports deck today. It usually dies down around 6 o'clock, so bear with us. We've got another draw coming up here. It's Kaylin Young again against Mara Cecil. See if Drexel can keep up their draw control dominance so far this afternoon. It's kept them close in this game. Ball is up, ball is out, and it's Bailey Brown for the Aztecs who gets the first draw control of the game for the black and red today. Waddell at X. She hits Lytle. She spins. She settles back to Balsama. Balsama comes waltzing down Broadway right there, right down the middle. Drexel gets caught in shooting space. On the 8 meter, there's a nice save there on a low shot by Balsama. Rebound does come out on a 50-50 ball, but Drexel once again comes away with it. That's Ben Derrick in stride moving down the field. She's at the 8. She slows it down just enough for Drexel to settle here. Pretty big sequence there. Aztecs had a chance to go up 5-2. Great save there. Number 10, Zoe Bennett. And away come the Dragons again. They do shoot. The ball is maybe off of Sam Horan's foot. Backing up again are the Dragons. They'll retain possession here. Errant pass by 28, but number 2, Bednarik, right where she needs to be to pick that one off. Again, that's a shot. It does go wide. Drexel's deep again, backing up right on the goal line, on the end line. We may have a yellow card here. Maybe a check up high by number 18, Kaylin Young. Number 20 had the ball. That's Allison Drake. She was coming around the scoring sphere there and maybe just caught her up a little bit too high, and that'll be a 2-minute yellow card for Kaylin Young. Number 20, Allison Drake with the ball. Shot clock will reset to 90, so they'll have a full 90 here to settle, set up their offense, and see if they can come away with a goal and draw the score a little bit tighter here. 4-2 Aztecs lead. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Schneidereth on top, throws it down, goal line extended. Grady, back to Benerick, to Grady. Grady looks for open space, yellow card is up. Looks like the ball's not in the back of the net. Okay, Sam Horan comes up with a tremendous save. We did have a delayed foul there. Drexel was able to get a good shot off, therefore there's a steal by number 11. And this time they score. Carson Harris does get her first goal of the game on a nice ground ball interception. The ball was deflected on the pass. Harris saw that. She gained the advantage. She really streaked in fast to grab the ball and score on a 1-on-0 against the goal. So we're 4-3 now. For Harris, that's our 23rd goal of the season. Leading goal scorer for the Dragons. Moran was 4 saves already in the game. Zoe Bennett with 2. We're back here on the center circle for the draw control. Big draw control coming. 4-3 home team. Aztecs lead. Sure they want to keep up the pressure here. See if they can take a lead into the end of the first quarter. Drexel's got different ideas. They've scored the last 2. Ball is out. It is going deep. Looks like the Aztecs come away with it. Oh, but again the ball is intercepted. So another turnover there by the Aztecs after a nice draw control. 25, Katie Wozencroft was patient to draw the ball in. She waited patiently before it got over the restraining line. But on the next pass, Drexel popped in front and picked it off. Drake with the ball behind goal. She hits Grady. That's Fowler with the ball. First time we've called her name today. That's Schneidereth. Back to Grady. She spins, she shoots, and she scores with the left hand. With pace on that ball. And we are tied again here now at 4. 1:43 remaining in the first quarter. Aztecs jumped out in front today 4-1. And the Dragons now have come back with 3 of their own to tie the game at 4 with 1:43 left in the first quarter. That's going to be a goal by Colleen Grady. Probably unassisted there. For Grady, that's her 14th of the season. At the center circle here for the draw. Same group is out there. It's Young, Balsama, and Brown for the Aztecs. It's Cecil taking it. Ball is down at their feet. Looked like the ref almost was going to give the Aztecs the ball, but she pointed back in the direction of the Dragons, who then now get possession of the ball. Not sure what the foul was there at the mid-circle. Could have been an empty stick check. There's a beautiful draw. There's a beautiful move there by number 5 again, Colleen Grady. Her hand's up to the task. She makes the save, but Benerick again comes up with a loose ball. She does go down. Looked like maybe she was a little bit off balance and she might have lost her footing there on her own. However, the ref sees it differently, and she will give number 2, that's Bednarik, a 8-meter free position here, right at the second hash. Arm goes up, shot goes up, shot is out of bounds. Looks like it hit Wozencraft's thigh. Number 5, Grady, still had inside position, tight in there against the end line, and she'll retain possession because of that. Ball was still moving. It's whoever's closest to the ball when it goes out of bounds. Beautiful drive there by number 20. That's Allison Drake. Ball does go wide again. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Just about the same on the game clock. There's Bednarik. She comes on the crease roll. She hits Schneiderith. Schneiderith coming around on her right hand. She shoots. Save again by Haran. Haran is keeping them in this one. Grady has a hard time getting a handle on the ball out of bounds. She does. She lofts it high to number 8. Ball comes out there for a moment. It's Waddell who picks up the ground ball. Gonna have to hustle here. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Probably not gonna get a shot off. 3, 2, 1. That's it. End of the first quarter, folks. It's 4-4.
That's the end of the first period. We tied at 4.
Have a quick look here at the stat sheet. Of course, the wind seems to die down now here that we're in between quarters. Funny how it happens that way. It's been a bit of a shooting gallery, I have to say, for the first quarter. If I'm looking at these stats correctly, Drexel has 16 shots, 9 of which were on goal. Sam Haran's had to come up with 5 saves so far to keep the Dragons at just 4 goals. Now, they're really pushing up that shot total mostly because of their draw control advantage, which now sits at 7-2. So turnovers roughly the same. Drexel's turned the ball over 5 times, Aztecs 4. So if you think about it in that regards, Drexel's had at least 4 more possessions than the Aztecs, clean possessions. And on those possessions, multiple shots on goal. They're doing a good job backing up their attackers when the shot is released. And they're chasing the ball down to the goal line to retain possession almost every time. So perhaps that's an adjustment that the Aztecs will need to make here as we hit the second quarter. Definitely need to see, I'm sure Coach White wants to see some more draw control, even that out a little bit, which then in turn, could certainly help the Aztecs drive their shot count up higher and gain a little bit more control of the tempo of this game. Drexel's had 3 free position opportunities, of which they've scored on 1 of them. Aztecs have converted on 1 of 2. Got a bit of a change up here for the Aztecs on this draw control opportunity. Morgan Delwich comes into the center of the circle to take the draw. Again, and that'll be against, I'm assuming that'll be Cecil for the Dragons. It is. Harris and Bednarik out there with Cecil, Bailey Brown, and Balsama out there with Delwich. There's the whistle. The ball is in the air. Again, it is caught cleanly by Bednarik, who, of the 8 draw controls, I want to say she's got at least 4 or 5. They're off to the races again. That's number 11 to Lindsay Dean, number 4, to Schneidereth, 28. They settle. That's Dean. That's Simpson. That's Grady with the ball, number 5. We've already seen her score today. Back to the top, that's Simpson. Harris. And here comes Bednarik with a spin move. Inside out move. Ball comes down for a moment there, but she retains possession. That's Dean, number 4, going one-on-one against the Aztecs defense. Ball is errantly passed. It's intercepted. Went down there for a minute, but Lytle comes back up with it. It's a nice defensive play there by Lytle. She hits Lauren Kilger, number 37, in full stride. She does hit Brooke Waddell over there on the far side of the field for the clear. Ball comes out there for a moment. Looks like just a little stick check there, and the ball does come down. Drexel comes away with a turnover. It's a cause turnover for them. Schneidereth in stride. Balsama coming on strong. So we're going to have a slash here on Balsama. Balsama besides herself as the Drexel player, number 28, Schneider, tripped as she went for the check. However, the ref deemed that slash from behind to be wild and dangerous. Therefore, a 2-minute yellow card. Does not need to make contact with the body or the stick. Does a slash in order for it to be deemed dangerous. It's basically according to the ref's discretion of how they see it. And they saw it as dangerous there, and it's a 2-minute penalty. That'll be Harris, number 11, with the ball to Dean. Yellow flag is up. Must be a 3-second or an offsides call. We'll see here in a second. It's going to be 3 seconds against the Aztecs. Can't see who went behind there, but it will be a free position 8-meter from the first hash. And a goal by number 11. Carson Harris on the board again today. Drexel pulls ahead for the first time today, 5-4. Maybe not the first time. Maybe they were up 1-0. They were down 4-1. That's 4 in a row for the Dragons. That's I want to say going to be the second goal of the game for Harris today. We'll check that at halftime. That'll give her 24 in the season. And we're back at the draw circle here. The penalty is released. We're back to full strength for both teams. Jockeying for position there on the draw. It's up. It's going to be 15 Cecil, who comes away cleanly with it for a self-draw. Harris streaking down the field. She's got wheels. She does settle for a minute. She sees an opening. She pulls it back out. Bednarik. Schneidereth. Drake. Schneidereth back to Bednarik. Haley Simpson with the drive. Dumps it off low. Ball comes back on top. Bednarik from the top onto her left hand. She finds herself on the 8-meter as Delwich gets caught there in shooting space. Not Delwich. Wozencraft. However, on the shot, Haran is equal to the task. Casually flips her stick and comes away with the save. Big save there by Haran. Hook with the ball. Hits Lytle. Moving it side to side. That looks like Jubb over there. Long pass to Marion, who gets it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell comes on the roll. Looks to dodge. She pulls it back. We got a whistle. It's going to be offsides, potentially against Drexel. They had 8 players in the zone. They'll just run back over the restraining line. Refs even it up, and now we'll get a whistle start here. Kaylin Young with the ball. Moves it to Lytle. Back to Young. She's well guarded. High pass, but it's brought down by Brown. Looks behind the cage. We got another card up there. That's going to be 3 seconds, I think. Number 29 was trying to pick up an attacker there. That's Maddie White. She's being told to go behind Diana Balsama, who has the ball in the first hash where she likes it. It'll be a free position shot here. Ref's arm is up, comes down, shot, save by Zoe Bennett, up to the task. Zoe Bennett keeping her stick down low, not moving it. Great play there by her. Lytle causes almost a turnover there for a second. Ball does come out, but Drexel comes away with it. Ball's down again. It's still down. Drexel is retreating. Balsama with another check. She's got to be careful. Doesn't want to get another slashing call. Little foul there on the Aztecs. Nice little move there in midfield by Alex Wall. She hits Harris, who hits Ben Derrick. Number 20 coming on the crease roll. She shoots. Save by Sam Moran. Might not have gotten on goal. Might have hit a player in front. The shot clock does not reset. It keeps on ticking. It's at 30. Plenty of time still for Harris. She rolls. She hits number 2, her teammate, Ben Derrick, who hits number 7. Over to Grady. Grady with a nice little move. She tries. Oh, we got a delayed call on. Okay, so we had a delayed flag there on a foul and a crease roll. The ball was shot wide, and it was rolling over the end line. 10 seconds were left on the shot clock. The ball certainly looked like maybe it was SDSU and Drexel even close to the ball. Ref didn't see it that way. They awarded the ball to Drexel, who picked it up for a quick self-start and found themselves wide open in front of the net for an easy goal. 6-4, Dragons lead with 9:56 remaining. So good comeback here by Drexel after being down 4-1 to get the next 5 goals. They're streaking right now. Aztecs trying to find an answer. It's been difficult with the draw control situation. That was Sloan Skalstad who came off the bench to take the draw. Same result, though, for Drexel. They come away with draw control, and it's number 5 with the ball. Ball does come out there for a second. It's deflected by Wozencraft. Drexel settles the ball. That's Harris with the ball. She looks to dodge. Finds no room in her one-on-one move, but she holds on to the ball and keeps possession. And there's a shot and a save. That's Schneiderith with a shot, and Sam Haran again with another important save for the Aztecs. Aztecs definitely need a quality possession here. Bailey Brown was open there for a second. Ball goes long. Maggie Marion with a nifty little touch swat of the ball back away from Harris in order to retain possession. They needed that one. Ball looked like maybe it was going to go Drexel's way again. Ball goes up top to Brown. 50 seconds on the shot clock. Looks like it's a pass over the middle that's picked off by number 26. Peyton Bennett stepped in front of the pass, came up with the ball. Aztecs can't get a shot there. They really wanted to at least get a quality shot there. On goal, right off out of the bench comes Kilger. Out of the sub box. Here goes Harris. All by herself. She shoots. Save. There's a long clearing pass to Waddell. She's looking for a teammate to pass to. She does it herself. Takes the ball. Looks like she's going to X, where she will settle. She hits O'Donnell with a pass. She's at X now. 60 seconds on the shot clock. Robinson back to Young. That's Caitlin Murphy, number 4 out there for her first shift of the game. Balsama with the ball. She looks, she finds Robinson back to Balsama. She gets hit hard, she goes down. We're gonna have a foul here. It might be a yellow card for a dangerous play. It is. So Balsama will have a 8-meter free position. That's Belle McHugh who gets called for the yellow card for a dangerous contact. Balsama will line it up right at the center hash. Can't get a better spot than that. There goes the whistle, the shot, and the score. So Balsama does connect and convert the free position that time. Be her second goal of the game. Her second of the game. 38th of the season. It's 6-5. Drexel running away with the draw control stat today. 10 draw control wins to 2 for the Aztecs. Aztecs really need to lock in here and come away with some draw controls if they want to change the tempo of this game. Again, ball is out. It temporarily looked like Murphy had a shot at it, but Cecil is very, very efficient there at midfield on that draw control. She comes away with it for another draw win for the Dragons. Schneidereth with the ball behind the cage. That looks like Dean, number 4 over there. Harris gets a touch. Back to Dean. She cuts in. She is stick checked, and the ball comes free. Sam Haran swallows it up. Won't count as a save for Haran, but it will still be a turnover for the Aztecs. Marion is harassed there at the 40. Aztecs having, I don't want to say a hard time. Drexel's putting on some pressure, but they're doing a good job getting through that. Shelby Hook moves the ball to Waddell. Hook will race back over the line, and Robinson will take her place in the attacking third of the field. Aztecs will set up a play. 45 seconds on the shot clock. Lytle to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looks. She sees Young for a second. It's not there. Now she hits Murph way up top. Murph trying to find some space. Good defense there. Back to Balsamo. Let's see what she can do. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Still time. Waddell hits Lytle for the goal. Great patience there by the Aztec attack. Brooke Waddell with the assist. Over the middle. Over the middle to number 3, Julia Lytle. Very pretty goal there. Very, very nice indeed. Pretty tough defense there by the Dragons. Equally patient possession there by the Aztecs. That's her 12th goal of the season for Lytle to tie this up. Again, that's assisted by Brooke Waddell. And we're back here for a very important draw control. It looks like it's number 17 again out there taking the draw for the Aztecs. That's Skalstad. Seeing if they can change things up a bit. Ball is set. It's up. It's up for grabs, but Cecil. Again, the draw control. Boy, is she tough out there today. Just controlling the ball. We're going to have a yellow card here against Skalstad as she was leaving the field. She did take a shot on one of the Dragons over there as she was making a pass. Maybe it was a little bit too dangerous. The Dragon player did have a chance to protect herself. That was 29, Maddie White. So again, the Aztecs are going to find themselves player down here, woman down for 2 minutes. They hope if they can keep the Dragons off the scoreboard. We've got looks like it's going to be an inadvertent whistle for an offsides against Drexel. They were, in fact, onside. They'll set it up. Wind starts to gust again. You can hear it whistling here. Might be the Santa Anas. A little bit dry. Ball goes down there for a minute. Number 8. Maddie Fowler picks it up. She hits Simpson. She's coming in hard. She passes it off to Grady. Grady's coming around down the center. She may have a shot. She does, but it is swallowed up by Sam Moran. So I think if you ask Coach Hiller, she might not be super happy with that shot selection there. She did have a lane, but it was from a good 8 meters away. Got a couple fouls there on the clear. Shelby Hook does move the ball to safety. She gets it to O'Donnell. Hook's feeling that one. She took one in the ribs, but she's tough. She'll be right back out there. O'Donnell with the ball. 38 seconds on the penalty. You can't see that here. It's only shown on the scoreboard. 50 seconds on the shot clock. I think the Aztecs are going to have to wind this shot clock down, kill the penalty, get to even. But here comes Balsama. Let's see what she does. Tough to score when you're player down. She does hit Brown. Keeping an eye there on the penalty. There's 13 seconds now left. Ooh, Brown gets hit up high. Hit it again. And we are going to get a call on the second hit. Okay, so that's number 16, Belle McHugh, who's going off for a stick to the head. That will make it even out there for 9 seconds, at which point the Aztecs will get a player back. Looks like it'll be Young streaking in from the sub box. 90 seconds left on the shot clock now. It resets on the yellow card. Gives them plenty of time. Bit of unfortunate luck there, if you want to call that unfortunate luck for the Dragons. They only had Well, they had 8 seconds to kill. They were trying to get the ball back. A little bit too aggressive there by McHugh. Here comes Young. There she is. She receives the pass. It's woman up here for minute 40. Lytle with the ball. She moves the ball. That's Brown. She pumps. She fakes. She shoots. It's saved. Big save by Bennett there. Ball goes down, though. Oh, wild swing there as Brown comes up with it. She hits Waddell with the ball. Plenty of time on the penalty here. Waddell allows herself to get pushed back a little bit to settle. That's a good play there. That's smart with a minute left on the penalty. And they convert. Hop, skip, and jump by Cam O'Donnell. As she does the march there behind the net. She hits Julia Lytle with the assist. Beautiful play there by the Aztecs. Lytle having a half here. She's up to 3 for the game. Assisted by O'Donnell. A power play goal for the Aztecs. They've got 3 in a row, and they retake the lead again, 7-6, with 2:22 remaining in the first half. Samaran comes all the way to midfield to congratulate the midfielders and Lytle with some superb attacking motion and play there on the power play. Aztecs needed that one. They regained the lead. It looked like Drexel was pulling away there for a few moments of the second quarter. Aztecs have scored 3 in a row here now, and we're back to a 7-6 one-goal advantage for the Aztecs. Back on the draw control. Looks like Young is back out there at midfield. She's up against a tough Maura Cecil. Ball goes up. Cecil goes early, it looks like. So the Aztecs do get a possession here. They needed that one, but the ball is flung a little high. Lytle picks it up right before it hits the sideline. She is harassed there, but she throws the ball to safety to O'Donnell. 2 minutes left in the half. 70 seconds on the shot clock. Waddell with the ball. Right in the middle. Shot. Score. Bailey Brown. So we are even on player strength. A bit of a breakdown there defensively for the Dragons as they leave Bailey Brown wide open in the middle of the 8. Waddell's got her head up. She sees that. She tosses it right to her, and Brown puts the ball right between the goalie's legs on a low 5-hole place shot for a goal. We're 8-6. So again, that's an assisted goal by Brooke Waddell, who hits Bailey Brown. We're 8-6. Minute 57 left in the first half. Back on draw circle. Ball goes high. This time it's high and over Bednarik and Bailey Brown's sticks. Bednarik is able to chase it down. She goes down hard. I guess there's a call there. It looked like maybe she lost her footing. Don't have instant replay here, but ref didn't see it that way. Saw there was some contact. There was some contact, and Bednarik retrieves the ball. She retains possession. Drexel moves it around. The shot clock is still on. 60 seconds on the shot clock, a minute 20 on the game clock in the first half here. We're in the second quarter. That's Grady with the ball. Nice little dodge there, but we do have a whistle call. Too much horizontal stick there by Hook. Puts Grady on the first hash. 50 seconds on the shot clock. That's a good hash for a lefty. I'm pretty sure she's going a goal here. She does go to goal. She shoots and she scores. When you're over there on the left elbow and you're a lefty, that's your spot. We saw it earlier with Balsama over there on the first hash on a free position. Got all kinds of room to go low, try to get position over the middle and maybe go high-low. Lots of options for a lefty there. A lot harder for a righty on a free position from that hash. But Grady, a natural lefty, no problems there. She puts in another goal for her today, and it's 8-7 with 1:10 left in the first half. Whoever wins this draw will certainly want to probably hold it out for a final attempt of this quarter and of this half. Ball's out. It looks like it'll be 2 again. It is 2. It's Benderek again with the draw control. Ooh, is she tough over there. Annie Jubb and Bailey Brown try to slow her down with 2 consecutive fouls. They are called, but Benderek just keeps on going. We're now with Grady passes the ball behind the goal. That's Drake on a crease roll. There's 38 seconds on the clock in the quarter and in the half. That's Harris. She's coming on her right side. She's not going to shoot. Not a good angle. Back to 7. She might shoot. Nope. Doesn't have the angle again. Back to Harris. Harris with a little stutter. Good defense there by the Aztecs with a turnover. It's Lytle. 18 seconds left. They do have time. The ball is tossed to O'Donnell. Looks like it'll be a duel for the ball. Maybe a hold there on. Great hustle there by number 15 for Drexel. Maura Cecil, who's had a great half today, really controlling the draw and a great hustle play there. She's done a outstanding job for the Dragons in multiple aspects of the game. So it says there that Maddie Drexel's going to get the pickup. I'm going to give that ground ball there to number 15, Maura Cecil, who we've mentioned multiple times again. Doing a great job there with their draw controls and the hustle play there in the midfield as she gets tough there on the transition defense to win the ball back, not allow Cam O'Donnell an opportunity to go on goal as the clock was winding down there in the first half. For both of these teams, really important game here today. Let's try and see if we can get some first half stats for you. For the Aztecs, Julia Lytle leads the goal scoring with 4 goals. Balsama's put in 2. Brown and O'Donnell have had 1 apiece. That's their 8. 4 of them have been assisted. I'm sure Coach White will be happy about that. And I want to say 2 of them have come on a free position. So of the 6 field action goals, non-free position goals, 4 of them have been assisted, which is showing some good unselfish play and some good ball movement on behalf of the Aztecs. Total shots on goal for the Aztecs, a lot lower than they're accustomed to, I would say. 12 shots on goal coming off of 15 total shots. So maybe not quite so far off. I think we saw the Aztecs push the shot total in their last game against Marquette to a season high 42 for them. But 12 shots on goal with 15 overall shots, that's a good quality percentage for them. And they've converted on 8 of those shots on goal, which means that goalie Zoe Bennett Well, we'll get to that in a moment, but it looks like she's got 4 saves. Haran in goal, number 46 for the Aztecs, again has shown up to play. She has made 9 saves, allowed 7 goals against, but on 9 saves, 2 of them coming against her on the power play. She's played all 30 minutes of the first half. To go along with those nine saves, Haran has scooped up 3 ground balls. For the Dragons, hit the goaltending first. That's Zoe Bennett, as I said. She's seen 12 shots on goal. She's saved 4 of them and has given up 8 goals so far today. On the scoring side of the sheet, Colleen Grady, number 5, leads the scoring with 3. Harris has 2. Schneidereth put in 1, and Drake, number 20, also put in 1. No assists yet for the Dragons today. And they've had 24 total shots on goal, and a lot of that is being driven, as we've alluded to earlier, based upon the draw control. 14-3. That is a lopsided stat if you're the Aztecs. If you can figure out a way to haul in some more of those draw controls, it would make it a lot easier for them to keep this lead and have a successful second half. Last year we were mentioning the Dragons had an excellent season, probably one of the best in their program history. They went 13-3. They went 4-0 in the Colonial. They went to their first ever NCAA Division I tournament. Four of their players were named to the CAA All-Tournament team, 5 of them to the CAA first team. Harris, who we've mentioned a few times, was a second-team IWLCA All-American. Grady was a third-team All-American, and you see why if you're watching this game today. In addition to that, Carson Harris was a T. Warrington Award Top 25 nominee, which goes to the top men's and women's lacrosse players in the nation at the end of every season. I had some YouTube viewers in our Marquette broadcast appreciate the out-of-town scoreboard update that we gave. So let's do that again. Let's have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. On Wednesday, March 23rd, East Carolina took care of business against Campbell and came away with a 13-10 win. The Commodores, Vanderbilt, came away with a 14-8 win over Towson. That's a big win for them. That looks like that game was a home game for Towson as well, so a big road win for Vanderbilt. Central Michigan took care of Akron 13-7. St. Francis topped Delaware State 17-7. Manhattan 10-6 over Sacred Heart. Temple beat Monmouth 13-10. Drexel's neighbor, Temple Owls, staying hot with a 13-10 win today. Robert Morris beats Youngstown State 18-7. Vermont, from the America East Conference, staying very hot with a 27 victory at home over Merrimack. UMBC slid by Delaware 14-11. Same score over at Virginia Tech where they beat Elon 14-11. William & Mary 19-10 over Longwood. Siena tops Wagner 15-8. Florida has an easier time of it today than they did against Drexel on Sunday, where they won 10-9. Today they beat Stetson 19-5 in the Sunshine State. Georgetown narrowly slips by Navy 13-12 at Navy. The number 1 ranked North Carolina program, who's coming off a huge win against Boston College this past weekend, tops High Point 23-9. The Princeton Tigers look like they're in a duel with Loyola. Late in the fourth quarter, Loyola leads 14-13. The Maryland Terrapins up 15-10 over Penn. And rounding off the scoreboard, the last game of the day here that will end last, San Diego State leading Drexel 8-7. Looks like the teams are coming back from their huddle as the halftime clock starts to wind down. 35 seconds and counting. We'll have second half action for you here. Buzzer blasts. We've got some shadows creeping onto the field. Sun starts to fade in the distance here, but it looks like we'll definitely have it with us for all of the second half. Temperature remains pleasant. And we're about ready here to kick off the second half. Similar crew to what we've seen for the first half is out there for the draw control. Cecil doing most of the work today. Maybe all the work for Dragons from that draw control position. Ball is up. Again, ball is out. Looks like it'll be Cecil. Apologize for that. Carson Harris with the ball. She is double teamed. Gets it back to Cecil. That's Cameron Ryan. Haven't called her number today, number 25. Drexel does get the ball into the attacking part of the zone. That's Courtney Robinson defending over there. It does take them the first 30 seconds of the shot clock to do so. Drake with the ball on top to Jarema. Jarema moves it to Simpson. Simpson coming hard on the drive around the right. She shoots, save by Haran. Simpson with a quick first step there as she dodges hard to her right. Haran saw that all the way, though, as she had a clean look at it. Ball goes down there for a moment by Jubb. She's getting pressured. She is able to find Nichols, though, back at midfield, who is trying to move the ball to safety. Ball goes down again, but Young does pick it up. She goes long. That must be Waddell back behind the goal. She's at X. She's coming around on the crease roll. She shoots. Save by Zoe Bennett, her fifth of the day. Ball is out for a second. It is retrieved by number 40. That's calling her number again for the first time. That's Molly Wygand. She gets it to 20. Drake, who runs the ball to safety. Drexel goes to the bench here to save some legs for later in the half. Get some fresh legs on the field. Jerema with the ball. Schneiderith. Simpson. Thought maybe she had a shooting space there for a second, but ref didn't call it. Number 2, shot, score by Bednarik, off balance. She whips it in. Corinne Bednarik at 12:35 of the third quarter ties the game here again at 8-all. That's Bednarik's third goal of the season. Will be unassisted for her. That is not her third goal of the season. For all of you viewers, that's maybe her third goal of the game. I want to say her 17th goal of the season. So Bednarik closing in on 20 goals in what's been a very productive game for her today. Her third goal of the game. Eight. It's a new game again. We're all tied. Back at midfield. Ref backs out. Ball is up. Ball is back in the cross of Maura Cecil, who's doing it all herself today. SDSU does not have an answer yet for how to consistently win the ball from Maura Cecil, who is really, really put on a show for everyone here on the draw. That's Carson Harris. Grady. Bednarik again. Crafty as ever behind the goal. Good footwork by her. Ball does come down and out, but it is Carson Harris quick to the restraining line to save it for her teammates, for her team, and keep possession. Still plenty of time in the shot clock, 40 and counting. That's a heads-up play by Harris. Simpson coming on the dodge. She comes in hard. Back to Simpson. Jerema. We got a charge called on Jerema. Lytle really digging her feet in there. Takes a hard charge. That's an excellent defensive stop. We do have a brief stoppage of the clock. Ref moves Lytle back up to the 8. There'll probably be a whistle start here. It is. Back to Haran, back to Lytle. Moves the ball up the middle of the field. Looks like a trap that Drexel is setting. Lytle tries to get some open space and beat that trap before it closes in on her, but they've got it set up again at 30. Takes a hard check. She's got to flip it back there to Marion, who hits Shelby Hook. Hook down the sideline. She'll bring it to safety. Hook takes a check. She bumps off of it. She does her job. She gets it to, looks like it's O'Donnell, I want to say. O'Donnell can't find any space yet. She looks, she pumps. Can't find it. Back to Lytle. 40 seconds on the shot clock. That's Balsama way up top on her right hand of her stick right now. Back to Young. Robinson. Nice little dodge. Shot and a save. That's Bailey Brown with the shot. Bennett up for the task. She has been a rock in the crease this quarter. Stopped all 3 shots of the Aztecs. And here they come again. The Dragons at midfield with speed is, that's Jerema. She's fouled. It's going to be a yellow card against Bailey Brown. Looked like she called a foul. Wasn't going to be a yellow card. Brown stuck with the check, though, and it ends up being a 2-minute yellow. That's at least their fourth of the game. I believe that might be unreleasable. We'll see. Which means this could be a 2-minute uninterrupted power play for Drexel. They can put the ball in the back of the net as many times as they want. Aztecs really need to bear down here on defense. Big part of the game here. Huge possession for Drexel. It's number 20 behind the net to Bednarik. She's been a quarterback from behind the goal line today. She's really set up the offense nicely for Mex, along with getting a couple of goals on her own. Ball is, thrown right over the middle. Haran sees it. She sees it coming. She steps in front. She picks it off. She clears it to Jubb. Jubb going deep down the middle. That's Maggie Marion, the defender, with the ball. She dumps it to Balsama. Balsama shoots, and it's a save. Balsama thought she saw a little opening there. I think maybe Coach White likes the aggressiveness. Might wanted them to have killed a little bit more of the penalty there. Nonetheless, Drexel does come away, and it's 20 all alone down the sideline. Shelby Hook eventually gets over there to block her off. Looked like she had some space there. Drake, she was streaking there for a minute, but streaking down the sideline. But she hits Harris up top. Looked like she had some space there for a moment. It was closed off. Schneidereth with the ball. They move it around. Van Slyke, that's 19. Jarema is checked hard. Dumps it off to Schneidereth, who's coming right down the middle, shoots and scores. Schneidereth really picked her spots there nicely. She saw the space that she had, the holes in the Aztec player down defense, and she was able to weave her way right in tight, right in front of the goalie, and put one in the back of the net. That's at least 3 power play goals this afternoon for the Dragons, and I had mentioned that may have been the 4th yellow unreleasable. It was. Bailey Brown stays in the penalty box for 23 more seconds, where she'll need to remain as Drexel has regained the lead, 9-8. 2 goals this quarter for Drexel, none so far for the Aztecs. Ball is up, ball's out. It's going to be Cecil again. What a job she's doing today. Allison Drake goes to X. She hits number 19. That's Van Slyke. Hits Harris. Not shooting space. It is shooting space. Maybe not a perfect angle there for Harris. Just as the penalty was expiring, Kaylin Young got caught there in shooting space. It's not Harris. It's Haley Simpson, number 12 with the ball. Second hash. She goes to goal. She shoots. Save made by Haran again. Looks like a duel there by Bednarik and Harris. Bednarik tries a little pass over the middle, and it's picked off again by Haran. Those 2 interceptions she has will count as ground balls. That'll give her 5 for the day. That's impressive in its own right. The ball is picked off, though, there by Schneidereth. Hook is with her temporarily. Schneidereth has a step. Hook stays with her. Aztecs getting a little bit winded out there. They've been defending a lot already this quarter, and Drexel's taken advantage. There's a hard jump stop by number 19 and a left-handed shot. 19 is Van Slyke. Ball goes over the net, but again, it is being backed up nicely by the Dragons. Ball temporarily rolls onto the field. The ref will stop play for a brief moment. We start it up again. It is number 19, Van Slyke, behind the net. Number 20, shoot, score! That's Drake. She finds the back of the net from X. Allison Drake. At 6:29 left in the third quarter. 10-8. Drexel takes their first 2-goal lead of the game. For Drake, her third of the game. She has a hat trick. Which looks like it'll give her 11 for the season. (17-3) is the draw control stat, which is absolutely propelling Drexel to this lead. 10-8 score on the scoreboard is not insurmountable for the Aztecs with plenty of time. Need the ball, though. Ball comes out again. It looks like it'll be Cecil again. She pushes the ball expertly forward. There's nobody there on that side of the field, and it's easy pickings for her. Schneidereth with the ball. Moves the ball to Grady. Grady eventually hits Harris. Ball moving around 12-meter, outside the 12-meter fan. It's Schneidereth, number 28, with the ball. Hard drive, shot wide. Looks like Drexel's backing up again. It's Grady, closest. Good play by her. Harris. Fowler, number 8, with the ball. On her left hand, she shoots. Ball is wide again. Number 5, O'Grady, there to back up once again. Fowler, number 8. It's number 12. Back to Harris. Look out for Harris. She dodges. Pretty good defense there. We had a yellow flag up for a moment there by the ref. She put it away. Looks like she was going to bring it back. She doesn't, though, and the Aztecs do get the possession there. Definitely need a tough pass there. I don't know if that was O'Donnell back there or if that was Waddell. That was a heck of a play, though. The pass from the midfielder kind of short-armed her. And it's a goal there by Diana Balsama. So, great goal there by Balsama. They needed that one, the Aztecs did. Draws them back to within 1. So just when Drexel was pulling ahead with a lot of momentum, they had scored the last 4 goals in a row, carrying over from the second quarter. Again, I'm not sure if that was Waddell down there low on the goal line or Cam O'Donnell. The ball kind of skipped to her. She didn't have a chance to get her stick out to knock it down. That was a pass. If that ball would have went over the end line, that would have been a turnover. She was able to deflect the ball and keep control right in front of her with her legs. The ball caromed off her legs, bounced right down to her feet. She scooped it up, kept possession. Eventually the ball moved to Balsama, who buries it in the back of the net to make it 10-9. Brown and Balsama now on the circle, trying to change things up here for the Aztecs on the draw. Someone goes early. It's not called. Same result. It's Maura Cecil, who is just absolutely dominating. That looked like it's number 16, Emma Betts, who comes onto the field, the freshman for the Aztecs, seeing her first action today. Freshman midfielder from British Columbia. That's Benderek. She is shifty. She's coming on the screen roll, the crease roll. Betts gets caught there in shooting space. Looks like she was pretty close, maybe within a stick length there, but the ref thought there was a bit more space than is allowed, and she calls a shooting space violation. It's Schneiderith with the ball. She shoots, fires wide. This time it's Jubb who knocks it down, though, before it gets over the line. She wins the ball for the Aztecs, who survive that free position attempt. Here comes Nichols with the ball, number 6, with speed. She hits Kaylin Young at the restraining line, brings the ball over. She's got Brown to Betts. Betts to Balsama. Balsama coming in looking for somebody. She does hit Young. Lytle behind the crease, behind the cage there to O'Donnell. Coming on a crease hole. Looks like she's got some space. She shoots and scores! Cam O'Donnell comes flying in from the goal line on a tough angle. She takes a great slicing drive, though, to open up some space for herself. She does a pump fake and she finds the back of the net. And ladies and gentlemen, we are tied here again at 10. There's 3:26 left on the clock. I want to say it's sort of hard to believe that the scoreboard says 10-10, but this draw control stat is very lopsided. Very rarely will you see a game as close as we're having with a draw control stat like that. We'll have to check turnovers and ground balls and some other stats at the end of the quarter to see where the Aztecs are making up for this, but 10-10. O'Donnell's third of the day. That's her 22nd of the season. A little bit more space here between Balsama and Ben Derek on the circle. Some movement on the circle. Looks like a little play by Drexel. Ball is pushed forward. Bailey Brown has the ball, pauses for a moment. Looks like they were almost shocked to see that they had a chance to cleanly pick up that draw control just because of the way it's gone so far today. And that she was so open. We've had so many contested 50-50 balls. It felt a little bit odd there to have so much green in front of her and the ball right there at her feet. It's like that's O'Donnell again. She hits Waddell, fakes the flip pass to Betts. Betts to Brown. Brown's coming in, has got a little bit of space, and she scores! Bailey Brown does it herself there. Looks like the Aztecs have got something going on there a little bit on that right elbow. Scored a few goals today from that right elbow, and they move back up in front again now, 11-10 with 2:36 left on the clock. Let's see if they may have found something on this draw control. Cecil has been doing an unbelievable job out there for the Dragons. Aztecs are throwing the kitchen sink at her to try to change things up and change the momentum up on that draw. They won the last one. Same crew here on the draw control. Ball's way up in the air, way up high. It's open for anybody. Looks like it's going to be 11, though. It's Carson Harris who gets it to it first. Great hand-eye coordination by Harris. She saw the ball pop free. She darted to it. You only get one chance at it on those types of ground balls. Harris picked it up expertly. Now the ball moves to 20. Hard check there by 18 Kaylin Young. Maybe got away there with one of them. Drake, who took that hard check, moves the ball now around. Around the fan we go. That's Harris. Lindsay Deem jumps on the field for an attacking possession. Here comes Grady again. She's been dangerous today. Harris with the ball, back to Fowler. Drake's been super shifty as well, but it's the All-American number 11, Carson Harris, who's well defended there by Nichols. Here comes Ben Derrick around on the crease roll. She shoots. Ball is off of the side of the net. It's still loose. It's sort of stick check. There's no call. Schneider comes up with it. Finds Dean. Tremendous hustle there by Drexel to retain possession. 50 seconds on the clock. Oh, the ball is thrown. It is deflected or thrown out of bounds. It was probably Bailey Brown over there who did the hard work there. She got the ball back for her team. Courtney Robinson is hammered there down low. She does get it to Jubb. The shot clock is off. Jubb throws it deep down the field. It is not able to be brought in by Waddell. Waddell gives chase. Here comes Drexel. There's 22 seconds on the clock and left in the quarter. Here comes Drexel. There's number 12. That's Fowler, number 8, with the ball. Looking to drive. Ball is thrown out of bounds. They're not going to get the shot off. 8 seconds and counting. It'll probably run out the third quarter here. Haran takes a look behind her at the clock. That'll do it for the third. Got a ton of excitement here at Aztec Field. It's 11-10 Aztecs, with us moving from the third to fourth quarter here. I've been mentioning the draw control throughout the game. Let's give you some, let's see if we can get some third quarter specific stats for you. Well, not going to be able to do that at the moment. We can tell you that the Aztecs are up to 21 shots now, 18 of which have been on goal. For the Dragons, have really been pushing the shot total. It's up to 35 on the game. However, only 22 of them have been on goal. And Haran has, I want to say, 12 saves. She does. It was a good quarter there by Zoe Bennett as well in the cage for the Dragons. She has 7 saves now. She was very super solid there in the early parts of the quarter. It took the Aztecs about half of the quarter to find the back of the net. When they did, they were able to go on a bit of a streak of their own to pull back ahead 11-10. We've got 15 minutes left in regulation time here for what is setting up to be a very exciting finish to this Wednesday evening game. Well, let's see what we have here. Now we have Emma Betts, the freshman, the true freshman, lining up to take the draw against Maura Cecil, who has been dominant today. More traditional setup here with Bailey Brown on the back end here. Actually, I should say on the attacking side of the circle, and Balsama more kind of shaded towards her goalie side of the field. Ball is up. Same result. It's Cecil. She's been tough. She's been a factor. Schneiderith is being harassed down low. She's double teamed. She throws the ball to safety. Nice pickup there by Simpson before it went over the sideline there. SDSU was putting on the pressure there on the double team, but Drexel does maintain the ball and the possession here. Looks like that's Wygand out there, 40. Second time we've called her name today. That's going to be Grady again on her left. She shoots. Save by Sam Haran. She's going to have to get rid of it, though. Gets the ball back in the crease. She dumps it off. Aztecs need a crisp and clean clear here. Nichols is being chased. She's got a little bit of a lane. She takes it. There's a swat at the ball. Could have been a slash, but not. Called by the ref. Waddell with the ball at X. The clock is showing 50 on the shot clock. Waddell flips passes to Lytle. She hits Betts, who hits Young. Balsama gets hammered. There is a whistle. It's a check in the sphere or a check across the body. May have called shooting space there with that hand gesture from the ref. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Balsama is at the first hash. She shoots and the ball kind of gets grounded a little bit, maybe stuck. Wygand comes up with a nice clear. She comes up with the ball and she hits Maddie White, streaking with the ball over the restraining line. So a big stop there for Drexel. The dangerous Balsama was on the 8. Wasn't able to convert that time. Drexel comes away with the ball. They'll set it up here. Back to Simpson. I'm sure they want to see Harris with the ball. There she is, number 11. They move the ball. Goal line extended. That's 19's got a little bit of space. She shoots. Ball is saved. Goes out of bounds, but ball is still moving. It'll be Drexel ball as they were closest there on the backup. Ball goes down. Maybe a empty stick check, maybe not. Jubb chases. Ball's behind the net. Drexel controls. 24 on the shot clock. That's Schneiderith. She's going to get a shot here. Nope. Goes back to X. Maybe a crease roll shot. Oh, we're going to have another yellow card here. Tough call there going against SDSU. Maybe it must have been a check to the head. I'm going to say I'm trying to see what the ref indicates. She does not quite indicate exactly what it is. It doesn't matter. It's 2 minutes to Kaylin Young. Might be her second yellow of the game, actually. Don't recall if she had one earlier. And there's a goal there by Drexel on the free position, number 20, Allison Drake. So the problem for the Aztecs here is that these yellows are not releasable anymore because they're on their 5th yellow card of the game, I want to say, and they'll have to sit the full 2 minutes out, player down. Which has been an area where Drexel has really taken advantage today. They've got 4 player up power play goals. But the Aztecs are going to need to find a way to get the ball here and kill the rest of this penalty because Drexel has the opportunity really to take control here. We're tied at 11. And we're back on the draw circle with Emma Betts and Maura Cecil. Cecil does it again really nicely. Plays it to where her player is, to some open space, and lets them run to it. Harris has the ball. She knows what to do with it in these pressure situations. She's been here before. Drake's been real active today. She now has the ball in her cross. She gets to X. Bednarik has been excellent from that position as well today. She's got the ball right now. She looks to feed. It is deflected. Looked like it probably would have been Drexel's ball anyway, but great hustle play there by number 12, Haley Simpson, who chases it down before it gets to that red sideline. Aztecs really working hard here to kill this penalty. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Wigan was open there for a minute. Slate with the ball. Good defense. She goes down. There's no call. There is a foul there as Allie Van Slyke Allie Van Slyke had the ball. She was checked legally. The ball went down. Emma Betts came up with the ball on the transition. She tried to get a shot off. It was deflected. Great heads-up play there by Balsama to chase. There's 8 seconds left on the penalty. They will kill the penalty here, only giving up 1 goal. And they're even now as Julia Lytle races back on the field. That's Brown. There's 35 on the shot clock. Balsama, 30 on the shot clock. Brown goes down off ball. There's no call. Now there is a call. Balsama will not have an 8-meter, though. She's being set up on the 12. She won't have a free attempt here on goal. She'll have to reset. 25 seconds. There's still time. It was a hard check on Balsama, and she shoots, and the ball is deflected super high up in the air. Great pickup there by is that number 20? It looks like it's 40. Wygand with the ball. She hit Schneidereth. Back to Wygand. Wygand tosses it. It's going to be a chase for the ball. Grady tries to get to it. It looks like it's out of bounds. Aztec ball. Aztecs come up with it. They move the ball from right to left. Jubb is wide open if they can get it to her. Betts does see her eventually. There's Jubb now. She's being chased by number 20, Drake, who's done a lot of hard work today. She's been running all day for the Dragons. O'Donnell with the ball. She shoots and scores! Oh my! O'Donnell came flying around. Oh my, what a goal there by O'Donnell. Cam O'Donnell literally putting the team on her shoulders here on the attacking side. She comes around in between the 8 and the 12, and she fires the ball side-armed and finds the space over the shoulder of number 10, Zoe Bennett. Aztecs trying to hold on here at Aztec Lacrosse Field, made all the more difficult by the draw control disadvantage they have today. It looks like it's Mia Cohn now out there trying to change things up. Ball goes up, though. Same result there, but it looked like on that one, Cecil fouled. Cecil was went down, maybe thought was tripped, but maybe inadvertent contact on behalf of what the refs thought. Cone came away with the ball. Two's got to give her some space there. There's the whistle to restart. So Cone does come up with the draw control. She got hammered, but she'll be happy to take that one for the team. Lytle hits Balsama. Balsama dancing around on the left. She's coming in. Oh, she might get in tight. She does, but the ball comes out of her cross there and into the stick of Zoe Bennett. So Aztecs unable to convert on that possession. Here comes Bennett with the ball. She hits Wygand. Wygand with some fresh legs today. She's looking awfully fast out there. She hits Grace Harding, number 24. First time we've called her name today. Harding is being defended by Nichols behind the cage. Back out to Harris. She'll switch positions here with Wygand temporarily. She might want to go to goal. Nope, she goes to... That's Grady, the lefty. Grady up top. Shot attempt, but Simpson wisely pulls it back up. She pump fakes. She got Bailey Brown caught in shooting space. This will be a 8-meter opportunity from the first hash. She shoots. She scores! Haley Simpson with the goal. Now, with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left, we are tied here at 12. That's Simpson's 4th goal of the day. 16th on the season, unassisted on the free position there. And we're back here on the draw circle. The shade finally has almost fully set in. Ball is up, it's Brown, he'll get to it first. So a little bit more success now for the Aztecs late in the game here, just when they need it. Mia Cone doing the work, taking the draw, pops it up to her teammate Bailey Brown, who does get the ball to Brooklyn Waddell. She shoots. It's saved, though, by Bennett. Bennett with a good stop there. Saw it all the way. Scoops it up. She throws the ball to Wygand. Again, fresh legs here. Wygand doing some hard work. She's pushed hard from behind. Likely will be a yellow card here. It is. The Aztecs have not helped themselves here today with their penalties. Maybe Wygand a little bit off balance, but certainly a hard enough push there to merit the yellow card. Aztecs putting a lot of pressure on their defense, here, especially with this unreleasable card situation. And the Dragons have already tallied 4 on the power play today. Lights coming on here as the sun does start to set a bit. Oh, we'll be one-on-one here. Shot score. So Drake finds the open space for the Dragons. (13-12) Dragons regain the lead. Aztecs had it temporarily at 12-11. Time of the goal, 6:12 her fourth of the game for Drake. Her second player up goal of the game. She has 12 goals on the season now. Big game for Drake. Minute and 41 seconds remain on the non-releasable yellow card there. Back at the draw circle here for Mia Cohn, dueling it out against Cecil. Ball's popped up in the air. It's Cecil. She's been doing it all day. It's really hard to take draw and stay focused all day. It takes a lot of energy and effort. So she's really demonstrated not just a great skill, but great ability to focus out there too, as we're late in the game here. Drexel coming in on Monday probably from the East Coast, playing in some warm weather. So Cecil's just doing a great job really keeping her composure and keeping the ball in the crosses of her stick, of her team's sticks. Tight defense there by the Aztecs. Ball does go down there for a brief second. Hook took a shot at it. Wygand with the ball. They're going to have to pop out here, else they'll be in shooting space again. Harris with the shot on the delayed yellow flag by the ref. She got fouled, but she did manage to get the shot off. Haran stops it. She'd be wise to just hold on the ball here until the Dragons put any pressure on her. They don't need to move the ball up the field yet. They still have 25 seconds to kill on the penalty. She does find Marion. Looks like that's Jubb over there. Timeout called by the Aztecs. Timeout by the Aztecs. Jubb had the ball. She was moving the ball up the field. Coach White wants to make sure they've got a play set up here because they have to kill the penalty, but they also need to set up a scoring play when they're even, try to tie this game up again, which is turning out to be a massive possession for both teams here. For the Aztecs, after the timeout, they'll have the ball to start. It'll be right there at the 40-yard line on their side of the field, on their attacking side of the field. Probably setting up a play here to ensure a safe clear. Get the ball over the restraining line, maybe down to X as their player down comes out of the substitution box. And then set up their offense and see if they can score a goal and tie the game here. 4:48 left on the game clock in the fourth quarter. A beautiful sunset straight ahead of us, right over the Pacific Ocean, which has turned out to be a great day here, and the lights are just starting to take hold. Probably the toughest time of the day to play out there. Maybe the players won't have any trouble seeing the ball, but the lights taking hold as the sun goes down. There's about a 5-minute period of time where it's a little bit dark out here on the field. Both teams huddling up here in a circle. I imagine for the Dragons, Coach Hiller is emphasizing patience on defense and more importantly, if they can get the ball back, patience on attack. They've had little trouble on the draw today, which means even if the Aztecs can score, if our stats remain as they have for the most part of the day, there's a good chance that the Dragons can get the ball back. Doesn't always happen that way. In the last 4:48 minutes of the game become the most important here. Two defenders on Jubb. She'll likely have to go back here, is my guess. She does. That's Robinson with the ball. She's being tightly guarded. Delwich to Cone to Hook. Hook does carry it over. 2-1. Penalty's over. We're even. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Hook's going to want to get off. Now we're even. 30 seconds on the clock. Maybe got away with an offside there for a second at the Aztecs. I'm not sure, but here comes O'Donnell again. It's not there this time. She holds the ball. There's 20 seconds, 18, 17 on the shot clock, 4 on the game clock. She's coming around O'Donnell. She wants it herself. She scores! Cam O'Donnell! Cam O'Donnell, she's feeling it. She definitely got Zoe Bennett to move on that one. The shot clock was winding down. She flexed her elbows. She pump faked. It looked like she was going to go goalie right. She didn't. She went goalie left, and she found the back of the net. What a goal for Cam O'Donnell, who now has, is that her 4th or 5th of the game? Lytle's up to 4. O'Donnell is up to 4 as well. Balsamo with 3 and Brown with 2 to round off the scoring for the Aztecs. There's 3:58 remaining in the game. That timeout was just taken by Drexel. I believe that was their first timeout of the game that they've taken. Both teams have 3, and I want to say both teams have taken 1. Believe it or not, it's getting a little chilly up here on the sports deck. The wind has not subsided. The sun has gone down. So coming out of their huddles here, Dragons in white, blue numbers with the yellow trim take the field first. It's Cecil, as you would expect, right there at the draw circle. Looks like it's going to be Cone again for the Aztecs. So you can't maybe see it on the TV here. You're looking right at the draw circle. There's nobody behind Cone and Cecil. Balsama's dancing back and forth a little bit. If Cecil can put the ball right in front of her, it'll make it difficult again for the Aztecs. Balsama dancing. The ball is loose. It's still loose. And it's Brown who comes up with it. Great hustle there by Mia Cone to keep the ball alive. She kicked the ball once or twice forward. She fought hard to maintain possession. Oh, there's an errant pass there. It looks like, fortunately, Wozencraft picks it up for the Aztecs behind the restraining line. That's a ground ball for number 25, which could have been a very costly turnover. O'Donnell again with the ball. Waddell was open there for a second. Here comes O'Donnell again. She's looking. Nothing there. Good defense by the Dragons. 50 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Here comes Brown. She flips to Balsama. We got a call. We got something going on. It looks like it's going to be 3 seconds, I am guessing, against Drexel. Let's see where the setup is. Looks like it's going to be that first hash. Left elbow for Balsama. She got stopped there earlier this quarter or earlier in this half. She'll have another shot at it here. The whistle goes. She shoots and she scores. It looks like yes. I couldn't tell if the ball was on the side of the net or in the back of the net. It's in the back of the net. So Balsama does convert the free position that time. Must have snuck it right in between Zoe Bennett's positioning there and the side post as the ball kind of sat up against the net there, the goal net. Real tight shot, found the space, and was able to find the back of the net. We're back here in the draw circle again. It's Cone and Cecil. It's basically the same setup. Balsama's doing a little dance at the midfield to try to force Cecil to not go forward and push the ball back and maybe give her a little indecisiveness as to where she's going to set up. Cecil, she'll go where she wants to go anyway, and she does, and she comes up with it. She's been amazing there on the draw circle all day game, and she comes up with a big one there. 2:49 left in the fourth quarter. Might be able to see the shot clock there on the camera here, 70 seconds and counting. That's Ben Derek, Harris, Wygand, Simpson, Ben Derek. That's Grady on her left. She wants to go to her left. She's been dangerous there all day long. Ben Derek with the ball. Plenty of time on the shot clock still, 45 seconds. Here comes Grady. Ben Derek at the top. It's Wygand. Wygand to Simpson. She stutter steps. Harris with the ball. Jubb defending her well. That's hook on Grady. Ball goes back to Ben Derek. She's got no space there on the left side. She moves the ball to X. Here she comes again on the drive. SDSU does close that down. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Grady trying to find space. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shot clock violation against Drexel. Ball goes down, back of the net. It comes to Haran. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. That's 75 seconds left. The shot clock probably should be turned off, I'm guessing. Not sure why they have it on unless I'm not counting correctly. Haran moving the ball up the field with 1 minute and 3 seconds left. Haran goes across the field to Kilger. Oh, ball goes down. Marion lost the ball for a second. She gets fouled. There is a call. On the sideline, Marion got fouled. We got a timeout by Coach White. Timeout. Black. SDSU calls time. So the shot clock is off now. We're down to 49.6 seconds left in the game. The Aztecs do have the ball. It's in a tough spot of the field. It's about 5 yards from the sideline. It's still on their defensive side of the field. Now, they don't need to score here. They need to keep possession. So it's going to be an all-out blitz by Drexel, I'm sure, to try to get the ball back. Look for a double or a triple team right out of the gate here when the players return to the field. It's a whistle start when they return, obviously, after a timeout, which means the defenders can position themselves right in front of the Aztec player with the ball. Doesn't have to be Marion with the ball. Can be, I think, whoever Coach White wants to select to carry the ball. Don't be surprised if to see 3 Drexel players, 2 in front, 1 behind. They need to be a few meters away, but they will be ready to pounce as they need the ball back. Coach Hiller is animated there on the sideline. It will be Okay, so it'll be Lytle that picks up the ball here. There's no one behind her, but there are two players in front of her. There's the whistle. She goes back deep across. The ball bounces briefly there. It looks like Hook. Hook trying to move the ball to safety. She's going to get double teamed again. She's moving backwards. Ball goes back to Marion. Timeout again. Timeout again by the Aztecs. So the Aztecs are able to kill 12 seconds there. We're down to 37 seconds and some change left. The ball is deeper now in their defensive part of the field. They still have the ball. They still will have the ball out of the possession. Coach White put the ball into Lytle's cross to restart the last time they called timeout. Let's see if that happens again. They might be able to go back to Haran in goal. I imagine the Dragons will put a defender in between whoever gets the ball out of the timeout and Sam Haran in the goal crease. They don't want the ball moving back to the circle where Haran can take up to 10 seconds to release the ball. .7 seconds remaining. Ball's at about the 30-yard line. I believe that's Lytle again. She moves backwards. She moves backwards. She's double teamed. She's triple teamed. Ball's out. Ball's out. Ball's out. There's a scrum for the ball. There's a foul against the Aztecs. Drexel has it. It's Simpson. She slices. She dices. The ball is shuffled out. There's 16 seconds left in the game. There is a timeout, it looks like, called, I want to say. There's no foul called. There's a timeout called. Drexel gets the ball back with 15.6 seconds left. That was number 20, Drake, who looks like she came up with the ball. She tried to drive. She was defended very tightly by 2 or 3 Aztec defenders. Could have been a foul called down there low in the 8 at any point. But the refs were tightly watching the sticks. They were watching player position, and they felt it was good defense. But Drexel got what they needed there. They needed the turnover. They needed the ball. They got it. They will have a chance here to tie this game up, and if they can do so, most likely send it to overtime with only 15.6 seconds left on the clock. You would think that would be enough if it takes them a few seconds here probably to get a shot off on goal, but we'll see. Aztecs need to play straight up defense. They don't want to give up a foul inside the 8-meter and put them on the 8-meter line for a free position shot. At the same time, they don't want to give up anything too easy down low for the Dragons to tie it up. So let's see what Coach Hiller has cooked up here. A little bit hard to read the numbers at this time of the night. I'll do my best here. The ball looks like we'll probably start with Harris. She's at about the 20-yard line. I'll try to keep an eye on the clock as well. It's on the opposite side of the field. 15.6 seconds left. The shot clock is off. Harris with the ball, waiting for the ref to whistle start to re-begin play. There it is. Harris with the ball. She drives hard to the right. She's checked. She stumbles. She still has the ball. She's going to get a shot off. She shoots. She scores! Carson Harris finds the 5-hole. Wasn't the greatest angle, but she was able to find a tiny bit of space there in between Sam Haran's legs for the goal. 7 seconds left. Again, you can score in 7 seconds. It's very difficult. I've seen it happen before. We're tied though, so if there's any scrum, any type of fight for the ball around the draw circle, it most likely will. There will not be enough time for anyone to go the length of the field, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. It's Maura Cecil against Mia Cohn again here on the draw. Need a clean draw here on both sides. No one wants to go early or illegally and give the other team a free position here to restart. Ref's making sure she's got the ball set. Arms up. Ball goes backwards. It is Drexel with a clean draw. They move the ball. There's a foul. .7 seconds left. I'll get to that card here in 1 second. Unlikely to be a opportunity here to score for Drexel, but that foul is going to hurt the Aztecs' opportunities in overtime. I'll get to that in a minute. Ball goes deep. It goes out of bounds. End of regulation. So on the draw there was a bit of a fight. Bailey Brown trying to make sure that Drexel didn't have a clean draw with a chance to advance the ball quickly down the field. Did foul one of the Drexel midfielders there, and either the ref believed it was a dangerous play, or I don't think I saw a check to the head. Nonetheless, it's a 2-minute non-releasable penalty because the Aztecs are on their 6th card of the day. I'm almost certain that carries over, that penalty. I think they'll put up the penalty time at the end of regulation, or at the end of the countdown here. There's 4 minutes and 30 seconds counting down in between the end of the 4th quarter and the first overtime period. Overtime ends up being a sudden victory scenario for either team that can score first. The players come out to take a draw to start her up, and they finish with either team scoring the winning goal. If no goal is scored in the 3-minute overtime period, the whistle blows, there's a pause in action, and the teams come back to the center circle for another draw control. Don't believe they will switch sides if that's the case, but there will be another draw control if, in fact, we need it to go to a second overtime. What a 4th quarter that was, with both teams really showing a desire to come up on top today. Drexel came up with the big turnover, and their All-American Carson Harris gets them to even with 7 seconds left in the game. Two minutes and 25 seconds left in the intermission here. Drexel's put up 43 shots today, of which 28 have been on goal. They lead in draw controls 25-7. 12 fouls for the Dragons compared to 28 for the Aztecs, which has hurt them. 6 of those ending up being yellow cards. 5 of 10, 50% for the Drexels on the free position, 8-meter category. Same percentage for the Aztecs, although they only got off 6 free positions, 3 for 6 on those. I think when I mentioned we were looking for a stat here that might demonstrate how the Aztecs have been able to try to keep this game close, there's probably 2 that come to mind. The Dragons have turned the ball over 17 times compared to the Aztecs 11. That's one stat that sticks out. The other one is 43 shots on goal for the Dragons. Sorry, 43 shots, but only 28 of them on goal. Whereas the Aztecs, who haven't gotten off as many shots, have been a lot more efficient. 24 of their 28 shots on goal have been on goal. Well, here we go. Drexel's team on the sideline is getting pumped. Aztecs a little bit shaken there by that goal with 7 seconds left. They're trying to find some momentum of their own here. Pretty much the same lineup that we've had for most of the game, or most of the fourth quarter, I should say. Mia Cohn has come in to start taking the draw for the Aztecs. She's going up against a very strong Maura Cecil. Cam O'Donnell on the draw circle. That is a change, I should say. We haven't seen her in the draw circle too often. Mia Cohn directing traffic. Again, it's going to be super rough here if Maura Cecil can push the ball in front of her. There's nobody on that side of the midfield area. She's not able to, though. It's alternate possession. I don't know who's got alternate possession today. So the first time that we go to an alternate possession all game, because the draw does not go over someone's shoulders, happens for the start of overtime. Would you believe it? And it just so happens that the Aztecs have had the alternate possession arrow in their favor. They won't be able to run the clock out here from a penalty perspective. They're going to have to try to win it straight up, I'm going to say. There goes Mia Cohn with the ball. 55 on the shot clock. They're playing 6-on-7. It's a shot there by number 27, Brooke Waddell. It was a good shot, but even better save. Drexel calls timeout. They'll have the ball when we restart. Don't quite recall how many timeouts each team is awarded again in the overtime. Might be one extra, might not. Nonetheless, Drexel's going to have the ball when we start back up. There's 2 minutes on the game clock. To be exact, 2 minutes and 8 seconds on the first overtime clock. And there is 1 minute and 1 second remaining on the penalty. Penalty was to Bailey Brown. I don't recall if she is on her first or second yellow. If it's her second, I don't believe she'll be allowed to return to action today. she'll have to be replaced by another midfielder. If it's only her first, we'll see her dart back on the field if she has the opportunity to. Dragons come out of the huddle. They lost a close one on Sunday. I'm sure they want to come away with the close one today, as do the Aztecs, trying to find a win against a super quality opponent about midway through the season. Looks like that's Wygand over there with the ball to restart. Not sure. Aztecs back off. They'll let her move the ball at least up to midfield. She does. Nice little pass there to Harris. They will settle and set up their player up offense. 6 defenders for the Aztecs, 7 attackers for the Dragons. 30 seconds left on the penalty. There's 60 full seconds still on the shot clock. Ball moves to X. Ball goes to... Oh, that's going to be a goal. No, it's going to be a save, a tremendous save on a point-blank shot by Drexel. Not sure what the call here is. 7 seconds on the penalty, 6. They'll get their player back, but Drexel still plenty of time here to score and win this game. So we do go back to even player-wise, but Drexel still with the ball. That's Simpson. That's Grady. Grady coming on the dodge. Grady's still with the ball on her left. Shot. Shot's high. Clock. Ref is going to stop the clock as the ball went under the tarp there momentarily. Back to Simpson. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 37 left in the first overtime. Wygand with the ball. Oh, that's Grady with the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Shot saved by Sam Haran. Again, with 20 seconds left. Another point blank save by Haran. Don't know if she can do it again. She's been really holding her own. There's 12 shot score. Haley Simpson with the goal in overtime. The stick check is complete. It's a legal stick. It is a legal stick. Drexel will come away with the hard-fought 15-14 victory here. It's a tough loss for the Aztecs. They played hard. Had a chance to hold on to a lead late in the fourth quarter. Drexel came up with the turnover and was able to convert it for the tying goal. And then again, unfortunately, a 2-minute power play really put the Aztecs on their heels in the overtime period. They did have a chance. They did have one possession and did get a shot off, but good save there made by Zoe. Want to make sure I get the goalie's name right here. I want to say Bennett. Zoe Bennett made the save, which led to the final tally of the game. We'll line up for the handshakes here as we leave you from Aztec Stadium with the final score 15-14 in favor of the Drexel Dragons. The Dragons will be back in action right here at Aztec Field on Friday against the number 9 ranked Denver Pioneers. And then we will see the Pioneers right back here on Aztec Livestream on Sunday for a afternoon matchup between San Diego State and Denver. This is Jeff Rothbard. Been a pleasure calling the game for you here on the play-by-play up here from the sports deck. We'll sign off now. We'll see you again on Sunday. Thanks for tuning in.